We're out on another Primal Pursuit mission. The aim is to head out. I'm going to try and get some butterfish. Hopefully cook up some butterfish burgers for dinner tonight. A bit of a catch and cook. Hopefully find some crayfish. As usual, explore underwater. See some new spots. It's a beautiful day, not much wind. Let's get into it. G'day everyone, Ollie here. We're out on another Primal Pursuit mission. Aim today is to just get a good feed, stock up the fridge and freezer for the next week or two. The weather's ratchet at the moment. It's my first dive of winter. The aim is to head out. I'm going to try and get some butterfish. Hopefully cook up some butterfish burgers for dinner tonight. A bit of a catch and cook. Hopefully find some crayfish. As usual, explore underwater, see some new spots, see what I can find, and see what other species and sea life turn up. It's a beautiful day, not much wind, bit of swell. We've had some huge swell, so it might be a bit dirty along the coast. I might shoot out to some of these islands here and we'll see if we can pick up a feed. Fingers crossed. Let's get into it. The water is brown as, which is not a good sign. Usually if it's brown at the boat ramp close in shore is going to be pretty dirty, but that's all right. We'll shoot out a bit wider and see if we can find some cleaner water. Oh, beautiful day, midweek. Shouldn't be anyone out there. There's only one other boat trailer parked at the ramp, so should be all me. It's a super low tide right now, so perhaps with that incoming tide we should get some cleaner water. Fingers crossed. It looks like the Waikato River now. If you know what that looks like, it's pretty brown. We've got a small bar crossing ahead. It's only about a metre swell today, not ideal, but far from dangerous or anything, especially I'm in a surf IRB. It's what they're built for, so let's hit it. Pretty easy as predicted. A few nice little sets rolling in, but we're through, so we're going to head out. It's poo brown, the water, absolutely disgusting, so I'm going to have to head fairly wide to try and find some clean water, but yeah, I'll update you soon. Hopefully some cleaner water. Well guys, it's not looking too promising. I don't know if you can see that, but it's literally poo brown. I thought it might be a little bit dirty after all this rain and swell, but it is nasty. Worst I've actually ever seen it out here, so yeah, I don't think even the incoming tide's gonna sort this out too much. I'll buzz down the coast a little bit, and if it's no good we're gonna have to pack up and think of plan B today. Well guys, shot a few kilometers down the coast and it's actually cleared up a tiny bit down here. I'm glad I came down here. I got halfway and just about called it. So I've got about 2 or 3 meters viz, so that's enough. Might get a bit more viz with this incoming tide. After a quick search for crayfish with no luck, I dump in some old fish frames and skins from my previous dive, trying to lure in some fish. Didn't take long, and some blue maomao came in to check out the action. I dived down. I've got my 120cm gun here, a bit longer than my current gun I usually use. Getting used to it again, and it's a bit harder to track left and right. Here's the great thing about spearfishing: you can be so selective. I'm trying to eye out the biggest blue maomao. They're quite a small fish, so you really want to get a good sized fish if you want a decent feed. I'm just taking my time, no rush, trying to select the best fish. And back down again, and I can see a couple of good nice fish worth taking. Wait for my chance, just sitting patiently in the kelp bed here. Almost get this one, wait for a better shot, and here we go. Awesome, right through the lateral line, stoning the fish. A nice beautiful blue maomao, great eating, underrated fish. This time I'm back down trying to hunt another blue maomao, and a school of kahawai come rolling in. Great fish raw, great fish smoked, a great underrated fish also. I'm waiting for my chance. They're being a bit cautious, as they should be. The fish are moving fast, so I extend my gun in front of this fish, wait for it to swim in front, and take the shot. Sweet, nice big kahawai, beautiful. I see a nice pinnacle below, so dive down this time, thinking I might be able to spot a nice yellowtail kingfish, as there were big congregations of baitfish. Here you can see the baitfish, koheru predominantly, which are the kingfish's favourite snack. If you're new to spearfishing and want to get your first kingfish, find a spot like this, a pin or a point, got some current, got plenty of baitfish, and just keep diving that. They'll turn up soon enough. However, being at winter time here in New Zealand, there aren't as many kingfish around, so not so much luck on this dive. I move on back to the crayfish. It's hard diving, it's like a big washing machine, very surgy and swelly. I'm getting smashed around on these rocks, trying to hold on to kelp. I see this random little pocket and get lucky on this crayfish with nowhere to go. It's crazy conditions, but I've got a nice crayfish to take home. I find another crayfish here tucked into a hole. It's crazy conditions. You can see the swell just smashing all the seaweed about, including me. I get hold of it. It's a bit small, so I let that one go. Crack in the rock, a typical spot where you'd find some crayfish. I dive down, working along, and sure enough, there's a nice crayfish down below. I get down to him. He backs out the back, trying to get away. Manage to grab hold of him, and beautiful. Another good sized crayfish to take home. Stoked. Where there's one, there's usually more. I follow the crack along further and see another nice crayfish sitting here in this crack. There's a big spiky sea urchin next to it though. Pretty risky. Go for it however. And of course, get a nice big spike in one of my fingers, but I managed to get the crayfish, so I'm calling it a win. 2 beautiful crayfish, and that's my limit. Awesome. I decide to go for one last dive and get a nice blue maomao to add to the bag, as I'm not sure what I'm going to see for the rest of the day. I decide to dive down and grab one more blue maomao for the bag before I move on. It's a big school here, plenty of good sized maomao, quite overwhelming. I finally managed to pick one out and take the shot. One more, and I've got 3 beautiful blue maomao for the bag. Excellent eating. Sweet. Well guys, that was not a bad little start to the day. Lucky I got a little bit of viz here, enough to find some crays. Yeah, so stoked. Spiny
red rock lobster, I think is the official name, but we do call them crayfish down here in New Zealand. Don't know why. Got 3 blue maomao. It's going to be beautiful raw sashimi or a fish salad, something like that later, and 1 nice kawa. So, man, I'm stoked. I nearly called it, nearly went back in. Decided just to go another 5-10 minutes along the coast, and here I am. Got a good feed, so stoked. We're going to move on. I've got a rock that I have dove before and shot a couple of kingfish off on separate occasions. It is middle of winter, so slim chances, but you never know. Incoming tide, there's a lot of bait fish around, so yeah, all good. And I just still want to get a few butterfish for those burgers, so we'll cruise around, and I'm sure we'll pick up a few more items to take home.
I'm still looking for that butterfish for my burgers. No much luck here. More eel, not happy with me. Big hiwi around. Very cool fish to look at, not good eating. Still plenty of small bait fish around. These fish looked friendly, so I chucked a few kinner off for them to have a munch on. After diving up and down, finally I see the silhouette of a butterfish just hovering above the kelp. Take my shot, and it's a good one. Beautiful, nice big butterfish. Most people don't know about these fish. That's because they're vegetarians, eating the kelp. So predominantly only caught by spear fishermen. After getting the fish on ice, I swim back down. There's a beautiful school down here of koheru. Young ones, all lit up, beautiful yellow. And I see a big shape down in this gutter. Diving down, it's a big blue moki. I line it up, and then the GoPro goes off. Sorry guys. Anyways, I get a good shot, and it's a beautiful fish. The second blue moki I've ever shot, and it's a stonker. Beautiful colours, stripes all lit up. Beautiful eating fish, and I'm stoked. Awesome. Oh, can't believe it. Woo! That was not expected. I was just chilling in that school of koheru, and then this big blue moki was just sitting down there. I thought it was a snapper at first. Far out, it's a good size. Woo, stoked. Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. Far out. That's a big blue moki. Woo! Stoked, look at that. Beautiful fish. How was this? Yeah man, that's a good moki, alright? Woo! I've read online that blue moki generally hang around in pairs, so I make my way back down into this big gutter. It's such good eating fish, I wouldn't mind one more to take home. I'm sinking down, weightless, free, and spot another shape of a blue moki below. Presents me a shot, and the GoPro dies again. Sorry guys. Anyways, I'm happy. 2 beautiful blue moki to take home. Absolutely chuffed. Another lean blue moki, sweet! I'm not sure if I got that on film. GoPro was doing funny things, but yeah, 2 big blue moki just sitting right down deep in that big gutter, big dark gutter, just milling around. Awesome. I was going down to try and get some butterfish and have a look at those koheru, and I saw one small in the distance. Might have been legal, who knows. Yeah, 2 nice blue moki. So this day's turning out to be an awesome day. How's this weather? The wind's dropped right off. It's almost a glass over. That swell is dropping as well, so yeah, it's all good. Look, I've got a bag full of fish now. I'm pretty stoked. A couple of crays, so yeah, I don't really need anything more. I'm just going to go have a look in this one area I've always wanted to have a scout. Probably spend another hour max, and then yeah, we'll cruise home and have a cook up, make some burgers for dinner. It looks to be an old dumping ground of some sort. All sorts of pipes and old metal frames and everything. Quite an interesting little place to dive. Nice and clean, fairly fishy. Have a cruise around, it's beautiful. A few red moki here doing their thing. My stomach starts growling, so it's time to go home. Well guys, I think I'm done for the day. Nice little dive around this reef here, quite clean, heaps of fish life. Yeah, good little ecosystem going on. I've got a bag full of seafood, so yeah, that's enough for today. Let's cruise back, stay around if you want to see a bit of a fillet session and cook up. So yeah, let's get out of here, let's get warm, let's get some food. I'm hungry. G'day everyone, back home. Time to fillet up these fish. These are these blue moki I shot. Absolutely huge blue moki, biggest I've ever seen. And yeah, just a treat. We don't get them very much up here, this far up in the North Island, New Zealand. Let's get into this. Nice slice behind that fin. And then we're just gonna work our way up there, up the back of the spine. Come from the back, just work our way back up. Alright, so nothing much left on there at all. Beautiful. And we have one big beautiful fillet, a lot of flesh on there, beautiful. Fillet number 2, beautiful. Gonna save the wings, and there's nothing really much on the head, a little bit in there, but I'm just going to keep the wings and we'll smoke up all the wings, so nothing going to waste. The rest will go in the veggie garden. Quick skin. And we have it. Beautiful. Right, well I'll whack up the rest of these fish and then gonna go have some fish burgers for dinner, so stay around. G'day everyone, we're back, I'm home. Boat's all washed up, gear's washed, fish are filleted, and we're going to cook up some beautiful little fish burgers for dinner. Nice and easy, and get straight into that fresh catch. This is my knife. I actually made this myself. It's kind of like a Japanese themed knife. Pretty cool. I made this through a company, Kiwi Blade Knives. Yeah, big shout out to Willie. Willie at Kiwi Blade Knives. He does an awesome course, very knowledgeable dude. Just a very all-round good person. So hey Willie, if you're watching, Cheers, mate, and I'm still putting this knife to good use. So butterfish, I find it's a beautiful fish, but it's quite a bland fish in my opinion. Beautiful flesh, so I tend to crumb it pretty much every time. Crumbed butterfish and burgers, and you're laughing, it's beautiful. Alright, and there we have it, the humble butterfish. Beautiful burgers, yum. Alright guys, I'm gonna have my butterfish burgers, sign off. What a day that was. A couple of good blue moki and just a good day out on the water, always is. Stoked, got a fridge, freezer packed with fish, got a couple of crays, a couple of fish for the freezer, stoked man. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hey, if you want to support me, check out my brand Primal Pursuit, link below, primalpursuit.co.nz. If you're keen to see some more, click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, appreciate all the support, and I'll see you out on the next adventure.